10 times when people forgot that they were live. Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to our channel Incredible Viral Videos. In today's video we're going to talk about the 10 times when people forgot they were live. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. So when we're sitting here and watching this video, there are actually many TV accidents happening at the same time. And the truth is, not everything that appears on live broadcasts is always perfect, as there could be lots of funny accidents happen during the show, and people could even forget that they're live. And today, we've collected them here for all of you guys to watch. Well, we promise that this video is going to be so entertaining. Number 10, Kristen Stewart dropped her trophy. One of the most embarrassing things that can happen to an artist is dropping the award when winning it at a speech can be enough pressure when you win an award having to walk up on stage and gracefully put it into words. It means while your entire crowd watches you and the world watches you behind their screen, Kristen won Best Female Performance at the 2009 MTV Movie Awards and won herself a golden popcorn statue while she was accepting her award. She ended up dropping her golden popcorn statue and it broke viewers' gasp, and it was just a very awkward and embarrassing moment to watch. But she did handle it with grace. The woman in charge of handling the trophy, Suzanne De La Rosa, said they actually shipped the awards back to New York before the artists actually get them to engrave them, so Kristen did receive a new one that was not broken up.
And being like, I can't eat any more caviar. We had a little bit left. I made a pasta.
Do you make the pasta yourself?
Yeah.
You crank it out? Or do you go through? You got a lot of funny people in this movie, which makes it more fun to do. When did you shoot this film?
Right before we all went inside for our long reprieve. It was in January. Whoa, that was it's a really incredible experience.
Have you guys already talked about doing a sequel to the movie just to get the group together again?
I would love that so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look, I would love
Who was your favorite person on the movie?
Number 9, professional chef on live TV almost set his whole kitchen on fire. Television chef John Torodi didn't let a fire in his kitchen stop him recreating a McDonald's breakfast while presenting live on This Morning. A cloth next to the cooker went up in flames behind him as he presented a cooking segment on the show Holly Willie Bowie and Philip Schofield. The presenters were shouting to him that there was a fire and he hadn't noticed during Tuesday's show. "Behind you, John, you're on fire," shouted Phil as Holly implored him to turn around. And he calmly tossed a blazing tea towel into the sink and dosed it with water. A concerned Holly asked if he was okay and added, "You were so calm and cool about that," Philip replied. Well, he didn't know. After finally realizing the danger, the master chef judge picked up the blazing tea towel and dropped it in the sink before running the tap. He calmly told the host, "I will just open the back door," and then he returned to finish off the cooking. John even remained unflappable when the fire alarm went off. After the segment had finished, Holly joked, "I am off to sit in a dark room."
I think it could look better. I think this could have looked a little more...
A little more of a circle.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a random Joe Schmo at the street sit there and appreciate our food than have Tatum O'Neal sit there and give me a break, lady.
Josh, talk to me.
We asked you questions.
How long? Tell me how long.
It's gonna be 4 minutes.
Heard. Thank you, Megan.
Okay.
Heard. 4 minutes.
Come on, Josh. Hold on to this. Hold on to this.
During service,
We've got no fucking lamb.
Yes, chef, coming right now. What can Chef, honestly, I need a minute and a half, chef.
Hey, young man, the salmon's ready. Hey, so you let her come up with the salmon, and now it's 1.5.
Number 8, reporter accidentally pushed a model in water. Hilarity ensued during Thursday's This Morning live broadcast when someone unexpectedly got soaked. Reporter Alison Hammond was delivering the British morning show's weather report on their floating weather map with male models in tow when things went south. The map, consisting of docks macking in the entire UK, was already rocky, causing Hammond to struggle to make her way around the map. After getting her coat caught on a Welsh dragon figure, the hilarious host hopped from Scotland to the Northern Ireland and consequently shoved a male model dressed as a sailor into the water below them.
Court. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Here, I'm sorry. Grab his hand, Sorry, send it back to you.
What are you doing?
We'll send it back to you.
What are you doing here?
Sorry about that.
Show.
Sorry about that. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Sorry.
Oh, my watches, Dad?
Sorry about that.
Number 7, Kristen Wiig made Seth Meyers uncomfortable. During a comedy sketch, Kristen Wiig went a little too far during her acting, which made Seth Meyers feel a little uncomfortable. Kristen Wiig was on Late Night with Seth Meyers, where so far his best guests do tend to be current and former Saturday Night Live members. After spending a few minutes demonstrating her various acting faces, Wiig and Meyers talked SNL, and in particular one character of Wiig's, Rebecca LaRue, that appeared only once in Weekly Update. At one point during the segment, LaRue threw open her legs and began suggestively moving towards Meyers. And what's great about it especially is that this knowledge now is that it was completely improvised, and that Seth Meyers had no idea it was coming. Number 6, Sleeping Beauty. We all know that news people work some seriously long hours, but when you're in front of a camera, you better try to keep it together. On an early morning show of Fox and Friends, Tucker Carlson was feeling especially exhausted. Carlson had fallen asleep during the commercial break, and his co-host lovingly neglected to wake him up when the show came back on the air. Needless to say, his colleagues had a good laugh at Carlson's expense and allowed the audiences everywhere to join in on the fun. Number 5. Ryan Seacrest awkwardly tries to give a blind contestant a high five. At one time or another, we've all found ourselves uncomfortably wondering what sort of physical gesture was called for to signal the end of a conversation. Handshakes, fist bumps, bro hugs, air kisses, and it's all so confusing. However, we're pretty sure that Ryan Seacrest raised the bar of the all-time socially awkward moments on American Idol last night when he tried and failed to high five a legally blind contestant. Confronted with 23-year-old blind contestant Scott McIntyre, Seacrest attempted to give the audition a high five. McIntyre, who can only see 2 degrees of tunnel vision, it's kind of like looking through a straw, was none the wiser when Seacrest indistinctively tried to give the singer who had just successfully auditioned of the new series the greeting. Number 4. TV presenter exposed martial art expert. A TV presenter accidentally exposed a martial arts expert as a complete fraud during a live broadcast, and found the whole thing completely hilarious. The Sunrise host was talking to the man about his ability to chop apparently solid breeze blocks in half of his hands and his head. First, the so-called expert showed viewers how he could break through the brick with the top of a glass. To make the demonstration seem even more authentic, the presenter tried to back the man up, assuring the audience that the blocks are completely solid. But as the host lightly touched one of the bricks to prove his point, it suddenly split right down the middle, revealing the martial arts master's trick to all the watching viewers. Number 3. TV presenter cuts co-presenter dress. The clip begins showing veteran host Juan Ye Medillo whipping out a pair of scissors and pouncing on calling Eva Ruiz as the iconic Jaws music can be heard in the background. He begins to cut the side of the sparkly garment as she screams and giggles, trying to defend herself. After she attempts to get away, he goes for the other side of her dress, leaving her forced to cover her modesty with the handbag before production staff rescue her and she runs to safety. The strange clip was filmed on Spanish TV show Afternoon Here and Now, broadcast live around midday. Media claimed that prank was payback after Ruiz chopped up a pair of trousers he owned, which he was not wearing at the time, for refusing to take part in a dance routine on air in a previous episode. Number 2. Host does blunder. The final episode of ITV's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Revival certainly went out with a bang. It wasn't even an ask the host moment, but Clarkson really thought he was right. Alan was doing pretty well until he asked a 16,000-pound question. What type of wild animal is an ibex? The options were goat, pig, hare, and deer. But while Alan was pondering the possible answers, Clarkson told him, "I'm going to really annoy you now. I know the answer." Yet Alan had already used the Ask the Host lifeline. After phoning his friend Tom, Alan decided to slightly hesitantly go for deer, which he had an inkling towards himself. As the deer turned yellow, Clarkson said, "Alan, I'm not even going to look at the screen, that's the correct answer." Except, it wasn't. And as the audience started clapping, goat flashed green and Clarkson turned red when he realized his mistake, and had to tell Alan, "You just lost 15,000 pounds. Number 1. Nicole Scherzinger caught on Conan O'Brien. The steamy X Factor judge, Nicole Scherzinger, visited Conan O'Brien Monday night to clear up any confusion about Simon Cowell's new show and explain why he's so irresistible to women, but they ended up talking about boobs. While the judge was explaining how the X Factor is different from Simon's other shows, $5 million music contract, no age limit, Conan's eyes started drifting downward, and even though it seems like Schwarzenegger's dress was taken out of Christina Hendricks' closet, she snapped her fingers and told the late night host to focus. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any amazing video from us.